Hello guys, welcome back to another reaction video here on Our Eyes Your Eyes. I'm ready to watch episode 5 of this first season of Shadow's House. But before starting this video, I just want to remind you to subscribe to the channel, click on the notification bell, leave a like to support me and join me in this great adventure. Okay, in the previous episode we saw that Emirico is getting in touch with other living dolls. Let's see what's going to happen now. Are you ready to join me with this? Check it out. Yeah, anyway, she's angry no matter what, I mean. But see, it's always like that, the room. I mean, we needed to understand why. I mean, Sarah did that. Or somebody's trying to attack Sarah. Wow. Wow, immediately after, I mean, like a doll actually, but see, she doesn't feel comfortable to do something like this. I mean, to switch the mode. That's why I don't believe she's a doll, because it would have been so easy for her to change expressions one after the other one. Not at all. Yeah, she wants to be punished. In fact, she was having those bruises. What the F, Sarah? I mean, exactly. What the F? My... I'm speechless. That's why Mia always wants to stay with Emilico, because Emilico is like her light in darkness. I don't think so. I don't think she has friends. And you can't even ask her questions because she doesn't want to answer, so... But he has the glasses! He said that his master doesn't have glasses. And he's a little bit rebel too, even Sean. Exactly. Ah, okay. I am a little bit afraid of this debut because they don't know what they have to do actually. They didn't explain us. They always have to kiss them on the cheeks? What? But it's not the first time that I see these. I think she also has to kiss her on the cheek. But she doesn't want. I mean, she doesn't feel good enough. Yeah. No, you have a friend now. No, it's never too late. Sunshine is Emily. Believe it. Believe it. See, I mean, they are losing the suit. It means that if you're going to wipe them out with all the suit they have, why they have to? Nice question. As I was telling you, I feel a little bit anxious right now. Because Emily already understood some things. Let's see. Uh, what does this consist of? Oh, they are like pieces of a chess? Just five? What? Wow. Later I'm going to tell you one option that I got from all these episodes. They are always talking with the third person. I mean the third pronoun. Wow, Katie is different too. That's why I'm saying. Uh, oh! Yeah, but that's the truth, actually. Uh, no, look. Okay, she doesn't even want to talk. But it's already a step forward. But look! Oh! Oh. Uscire. うん。No, that's not true. Oh yeah, we're Mia already passed the debut, yeah. Wow. In the meantime, let's see. Ah. Yeah, because it was thanks to Emirico that she could go ahead. Yeah. Yes, I like this friendship. Oh. Yeah, because she's guiding her. Yeah. What? No, she's great. Exactly. Oh, oh. Oh. He doesn't need one, maybe. Oh. No, I don't think it's a great idea, but okay. Why? He separated them. Oh no. Okay guys, another episode finished. We reached the debut, but I was not expecting that it was like this, sincerely. I thought that something a little bit different, something that they had to prove with their gestures, with a performance or something like that. But actually this was a performance, but I thought that it was a little bit different. I thought that it was happening the same thing that Sarah and Mia were showing to Emilico and Kate at that time in episode 3, I guess. Yeah, we saw that they had to perform this ability to share info and to be almost on the same side without being different, without thinking something different, without showing a different attitude. So that's why we see that Emilico and Kate, they are a little bit different from one another because there was not a proper way to communicate between the two. And they were thinking something different since this moment. I mean, they didn't have enough time to spend together, also because Emilico was busy at that time. They couldn't get in touch with each other in the proper way, and that's why they seem to fail. But I don't think so. I mean, I think that the more we go on, the more Emilico and Kate will have a good way to interact. Also because they have many things in common at the end of the day. Both of them, they needed to do something. They needed to discover something. They wanted to go against this usual protocol of what's this mission to pass the debut. So I think that both of them, they are pretty rebellious. We saw it even when Kate was going outside of the house without permission. We saw that when Emilico wanted to investigate more and more and more, even if people were telling her not to go ahead to do so. So as you can see, they have some things in common, and they just have to find the perfect way to match these things that they have in common to create a connection. And in fact, while they were dancing at the end of the episode, they could find this connection. Look, during this episode, I was telling you that I had another idea, and I want to share it with you right now so you understand what I mean in the future if I say that I was right or I was wrong. I'm thinking at this point, what if these shadows are the representation of these kids who were dead, or they were killed, and now they need, their souls, their essence, they need a container, they need a body because they lost their lives tragically. Why do I say this? Is because once again we see that these shadows seem to be full of soot, or seems to be covered by soot. Is this why maybe even Kate didn't want to reveal her real face while Emilico was trying to put some powder on her face, and as soon as it changed the color, that was something incredible, something that shouldn't be done, and stuff like that. Do you understand what I mean? I think that there is a deep secret behind all this, and that's why I was thinking, what if this grandpa is hiding the fact that this family was tortured or was killed somehow, and that's why they needed these living dolls to find their containers, find one more time these facial expressions, these actions, the way in which they are moving, these colors, because they don't have colors anymore, they are shadows, they are black, so they can't find colors in their life anymore, in their existence, not in their life, in their existence anymore. So what if these kids, what if these people were involved in a catastrophe, in a giant accident, or in in a fire accident, and that's why they are all covered by these suit, or they are having a suit inside of their own representation. I don't know how to describe this, but something bad happened to them, and that's why they wanted to use these living dolls that maybe once they were human too, they are using them as tools to regain what they have lost. This could be another option, also because we see that Sarah, for example, is torturing Mia, while Mia is telling her, let me grow a little bit. What does this mean? You can't grow while tortured. I mean, there has to be a reason why even Sarah is behaving like this. Maybe she wants to punish this living doll because she can't be able to gain her identity as much as she wanted. Or she feels envious of Mia because Mia has a body, Mia has a face, while herself, Sarah, can't have it. This is interesting. But I keep thinking about these candidates, that they are shadows as much as these higher levels of shadows who are having the same destiny. What about these special rank doll that we saw that is conducting, that is hosting these debut performances? I mean, why doesn't he have a shadow next to him? Why special rank shadows don't have to stay in touch with their living doll anymore as before? What if these special dolls, they don't need shadows because they have already incorporated the shadow inside themselves? I mean, the next stage maybe is to make this shadow be able to go in touch or to get inside this container, and that's why you can't see the shadow anymore, but you just see the physical representation of it. This is strange, but now you see that there is this separation between shadows and dolls. These shadows that are taken into this sort of a maze, this labyrinth, this garden that seems to be mischievous. I mean, it seems to be tricky a little bit. What if now this special doll wanted to separate them to see if they can get in touch with each other anyway? Or if they have the power to connect no matter the distance. Let's see, but you see that, yeah, this special doll is pretty rude, and we all know that this doll now wants to do its best to reach the grandfather's appreciation. I mean, this doll wants to be appreciated by the grandfather, so maybe even its status is changing, and that's why by not seeing any good result, he's becoming bossy and he's becoming mad at them. We know that even in this story, the personal interest is having a great importance, especially because we see that the grandfather wants to see the result of this debut. Why does he want to see this result? Why, once again, they can't escape from that house? Is it because of their age? Is it because they are still young that they can't go out from the house? While maybe getting older they can go out? Or the thing is that they can't go out anyway, no matter the age? This is another interesting point. Last but not least, we see that there is this Patrick and Ricky, that you see that each shadow combined with the living doll, they have different attitudes, they have a different way to express themselves. In fact, even Ram, for example, she's so shy, she thinks that she's a good for nothing, she thinks that she's not needed, that if she's there or she's not there is the same thing. But even to Ram, yes, I forgot to tell you this in the previous episode, I really liked the moment in which you see the fragility of this doll, because she thinks all this stuff, but at the same time Emirico is proving her that things can change, and in fact, once again, Emirico preferred to save Ram from that situation instead of thinking about her own condition. I mean, it's like as if Emirico is not as strange as Sean is saying, but it's just as if she's more human than others, because she's paying attention on others and she's trying to help others more than herself. This is something that a doll shouldn't do, as much as a doll shouldn't start crying, a doll shouldn't do this and that, we all know that. But why is Emirico so different than all the others? why Emirico is facing so many struggles right now that others are not. This is pretty interesting, and the more we will go on, the more we will discover about these shadows, why they are shadows. Look, I came up with this thing of these kids who were killed or were burnt alive, and that's why the result is that they are full of this soot that is surrounding them, that is the essence of what they are. And maybe later we discover that something bad happened to all these family, and they are just trying to find a way to go back to life somehow by sacrificing other lives or by sacrificing these living dolls. I don't know. I just came up with this idea because we all see that everything surrounding this house is gloomy, as I was telling you. But every time these shadows feel as if they can't reach somehow something they really want to have back. That is an identity, that is a body, that is something that they can have in even a face, okay? Let's see what's going to happen in episode 6 next week of season 1 of Shadows House. In the meantime, feel free to subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell. Bye guys, see you in the next video.